We begin tonight with the latest news from the Nueces County Courthouse, where a man on trial for running over two King High School girls and killing one of them has been found guilty.
Yeah, he was convicted on all 4 counts. The accident happened last March right in front of the school. Rudy Trevino is in the courtroom for today's closing arguments. Rudy.
Joe McKenzie, that 4th count was a lesser charge instead of manslaughter to that of criminally negligent homicide. Now, what this case boiled down to, according to legal experts, were 2 things. It is our top story.
Find the defendant, Elton Holmes, guilty of accident involving death.
Whether 42-year-old Elton Holmes was reckless or negligent on March 27th, last March, as the 2 King High School students were crossing Staple Street at Mustang Trail. Now, in simple terms, did Holmes know, or was he aware what he was doing was reckless and leaving the scene of the accident? Or was Holmes negligent when he failed to slow down in a school, being aware it was a school zone? During closing arguments, prosecutors told jurors to consider the facts that 16-year-old Rayanne Garza was killed and her 15-year-old classmate was injured outside King High School. Holmes' attorney asked jurors to consider that lesser-included offense of criminally negligent homicide, and the jury agreed. Next will be the punishment phase, where Holmes faces up to 99 years in prison. Joe McKenzie.
Rudy, thank you.